Well, hello, fellow film fans, and thank you for visiting my YouTube channel, Tyler's Real Movie Talk. And in this video, we have some very big news, and that is that Incredibles 2 has beat the opening box office record all time for an animated film. Now, I want to talk about why this is good news for animated films and why this is really such a big accomplishment. But before we get into all that, I do got to say, if you're a fan of movie talk, movie reviews, and really everything of that nature, definitely consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell down below, which will notify you anytime I have any new content coming out. But with that out of the way, let's dive right into this news. So Incredibles 2 has topped the animated films for opening box office of all time. It topped Finding Dory, which was at $135 million, while Incredibles 2 just came in at $180 million for the opening weekend. So it basically just smashed Finding Dory, and I think that's actually incredible. No pun intended, obviously. I just think it's really great. Now look, when I was doing my box office prediction, those of you who saw that video, you know I predicted maybe like $165 million opening weekend, and even that was a little low, you know what I mean? So I was just $15 million off, but still, this is just a huge accomplishment. And what I really meant to say was, even that $165 million, for me, I thought maybe that was a little high. I wasn't too sure about it, but it turned out to be too low when you look back at it, because it turned out to be $15 million more. And it just really goes to show that a lot of people were waiting for this movie, which is really surprising for an animated movie, because usually you get the animated movies, and yes, some adults usually go see it, but they usually just take their kids and everything like that. But really, this movie, a lot of adults wanted to see this because it's been 14 years in the making. They've had a 14-year wait, which was absolutely fantastic. And the way they used that in the beginning of that film, with just having all the cast members talk about the wait and how it'll be worth it right before the movie started, I thought that was great. I thought they did that fantastically. And I'm just really happy that this film hit 180 million. It's a new peak for animated films, which is great, because animated films as of late, and really most of them throughout time, have really been fantastic, and even some of them considered classics. And I would definitely say that Incredibles 2 possibly could be a classic, but we'll just have to wait a little more down the road to see that. Now also, this is going to be interesting, because one of the other things I talked about in my last video about the Incredibles 2 box office predictions was, will this movie beat out Jurassic World? And I definitely think with the $180 million opening weekend, look, I think it's possible. I think this movie could beat out Jurassic World's opening weekend. Look, at first I was kind of iffy on it, but now I kind of think so, because Jurassic World reviews have kind of been more mixed, but the Incredibles 2 reviews were really fantastic going in, so a lot of people went to see it, and then they got word of mouth, and then went to see it again, you know what I mean? So I definitely think it's possible that this could beat out Jurassic World, whereas before I was a little iffy on it. And if it does, that would be huge, considering the first Jurassic World, you know, that came out over $200 million opening weekend. So that would be fantastic for Incredibles 2. And really, Disney has done it again. They seem to always do it. So big props to Disney and Pixar for this Incredibles 2 opening box office record for animated films. But that's what I think about all this. Definitely let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. And if you guys like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up and share it with all of your friends. But with all that out of the way, thank you for watching.